Hello, welcome back to Battle Brothers. I'm Jade Starr, joined as always by my co-commentator.
Alright, well, let's admit it. It's Alish. It's probably always going to be Alish.
The masked commentator has revealed himself.
I ran out of names.
And we are way west of Kornstadt, chasing down some thieves to recover a demonic statuette. Now, why a council member or some important person in Kornstadt has a demonic statuette is kind of one of those questions.
Who are you to judge him for his art?
Right. Or we're not paid to ask those sorts of questions. We're just paid to track these guys down and kill them.
Well, it's good to be paid.
Yes. Oh, and with us today are new recruits Griswoldicus and Zenial. See, Zenial down there on the southern front, and Griswold is, I think, second to the north. I mean, I hate to say this, but until I get some more distinctive gear, all you guys look alike to me.
Well, is Zeniel the one with the awesome mutton chops to mustache? No, that's Pawn.
No, that's Pawn. That's called a Mobius. Zenial's the one right north of... Yeah, Mobius.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'll have to remember that.
Yeah, it's a Mobius mustache. You never learned that?
No.
I learned that from, what was that, Seth MacFarlane movie in the Wild West, like, 1,000 Ways to Die in the Wild West, where Neil Patrick Harris owns a mustachery and is a real dick about it. Like, oh, mustaches are... And so Seth goes in and is like, oh, I was thinking of getting a mustache, to try to impress the girl that the two of them are kind of fighting over. It's like, oh, which mustache are you thinking of, sir? He's like, oh, the one that starts the ears, the chops, and then goes to the chin, but then goes up and over the lip and back. So, and then Neil Patrick Harris is just a condescending dick. He's like, that's a Mobius, sir. That's a very expensive mustache. So I will never forget that that is a Mobius mustache.
I don't think I'll forget now either.
Let's see. So I'm trying to make use of the high ground. These guys are trying to circle around, which is kind of dickish of them, but, not even thugs always blindly charge straight at your lines. We got our first riposte ever in.
Yeah.
Typically not such a great thing, but, it's handy.
Yeah, these guys are putting up a little bit of a fight considering how Mountain Blade their retreat was.
Yeah.
Just reminded me of trying to chase down fucking Kurgits.
Oh, man. Yeah, that is hopefully a lesson that these guys actually saw in Mountain Blade, and by these guys, I mean, Tail World games, and applied here, is that I think almost without exception, your unit on the world map is fast enough to track down and run down any sort of enemy on the map.
Well, I imagine, unlike Mountain Blade, you don't really get slower as you get more people.
Right.
And that was the problem. Your speed was pretty much limited to, do you have horses? And then it's reduced by the number of people you had. So trying to chase down like a group of 6 asshole Kurgates, you were never going to be able to catch them.
Yeah. It was an interesting balancing factor, but it was also a right pain in the ass sometimes.
Yeah. Well, it did mean that when you didn't have a big army, you could always run away.
Yeah, which was nice. Fight for the high ground happening over here.
Yeah.
And then I also don't want them to come on this this little high ground to the left, and I gotta try to figure out my spacing here, but Hardgay with a spear wall should prevent them from trying to step up.
It's always important to make sure nobody steps.
Hardgay is here to serve and deliver.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird battle line.
Yeah.
It was nice to start on the high ground, but they didn't just run in and die.
How inconsiderate of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you had the guys down on the south who broke apart.
Yeah, I don't get a little bit of advantage there. I think Flamester against that other bandit with the bandana is at a good advantage, but everybody else, it's kind of weird. Wow Cow, or Wacow. I always want to call him Wow Cow because I keep thinking of Rao Cow.
Rao Cow, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he has got the high ground, but he's also surrounded by 3 people.
Yeah.
The high ground is a nice advantage, but being outnumbered is also bad.
I keep trying to think of a way to describe that hex. And it reminds me a little bit of like the stages on fashion shows.
Oh, yeah, like a little runway.
Yeah, runway, there we go. And it's nice to have the high ground, not nice to be unsupported.
Right. I don't know where this thug is going. Kind of disengaged from the line and was doubling all the way back.
Well, he saw the open spots on the hill.
I guess he could be trying to go the long way, yeah. I'm more worried about the Axeman, but the guy with the legend is about dead. But then I realize Flamester goes, so I can mace this guy and crush his hand.
Yeah. Always worry about the two-handers.
Oh, yeah. Well, he broke my shield. That's inconvenient, but it's at least not an attack that dealt real damage to me.
Shields are pretty replaceable.
Yeah, we'll take a shield off of the people that we're killing. The one downside to getting your shield smashed, I mean, besides the obvious not having it for the battle, is that the game doesn't auto-replace it from inventory. So even if I had spare shields sitting around in the wagon after the fight, they don't...
You gotta remember.
You gotta remember. Spoiler for the next video, I don't remember.
Yeah. That's the little details like that.
Yeah. The game is rather nice about trying to fit their inventory if stuff doesn't go away. One of the things I really like is that I don't have to constantly play inventory swap with Mr. Yarn, his pitchfork, and his crossbow. So if he ends the map with the pitchfork out, the game will auto-re-equip his crossbow in his weapon slot before the next fight.
That wasn't always the case, though.
No, it wasn't.
A change that they made.
Which I'm really glad they did. It just was annoying, because I had, like, 4 archers, and they'd switch in and out of their weapons. It just meant after every battle, I'd have to switch. It was just a little bit of extra tedium. But they've made some nice quality of life adjustments.
It's amazing what a difference just a couple of extra Battle Brothers and a little bit of experience and gear makes, because 8 bandits would have been a decent fight just a couple of fights ago.
Yeah.
And you were worried about, what was it, 5 raiders?
6.
6. And this one only had, what was it, 1 raider?
1 raider, 7 thugs. Like, thugs you can almost discount at this point. I'd still be a little weary of 6 raiders, but having the numerical advantage, I'd feel pretty safe. But looking at this, we actually came out damage-free. Nobody took any damage.
Yeah, you lost a shield, but, I mean, that's money. It's not experience.
I got a nice piece of armor. Somebody will be wearing that. And I ought to be equipping that shield, but I'm going to forget.
Of course.
That's it for these thieves, and we'll see you in the next video.
Alright, catch y'all later.